Who want to go first?
Jalen, Chris Perkins, South Florida Sun Sentinel. Tell me whether you think this is the best cornerback combo in the NFL, the best secondary in the NFL, and how that will manifest itself during the season.
Yeah, what's up, Chris? I believe so. That's the type of energy I bring. That's the confidence that I always have. Um, on paper, this is the best group that I've been a part of, and I feel like I've been a part of some good groups, in Jacksonville and also in LA. But on paper, I feel like this is the best one. Obviously, with me and X on the outside, and then you got the young guys. You got Javon. Um, we just got Deshaun Elliott, uh, Brandon, Cater. So I think we have a good secondary on paper if you look at it, but we got to put the work in, and I mean we can speak it as much as we want to, but we're gonna have to go out there and prove it, and that's what we're planning to do. But it's not just about us, It's the whole defense and the whole team. I think we can do something special if we put that work in and be as one.
Hey, Jalen, I'm Joe. Joe Shot from the Palm Beach Post.
What's up, Joe?
Nice to see you. Why did you want to be here?
A lot of reasons. I mean, he just made me answer one. This defense, this secondary. You look at it on paper, it's something that you would definitely want to be a part of. I know I'm not the only person who wanted to be a part of it, and will want to be a part of it in the future. Uh, Being back in Florida, that's a great thing for me, closer to my family. My pops, he about to retire. He gonna move down here. He gonna enjoy life. Um, Obviously, I got my daughters and my kids that we love the warm weather. That's always a plus. The taxes, that's a plus, right? Um, it's a good young team on the up and up. I feel like I can bring something to help them. Just be another piece to that puzzle here. And yeah, it was a lot that went into me thinking about, Miami, and a lot of praying that went into it. Mom and grandma praying over me, but super excited. I didn't necessarily think like, oh, I'll be traded, but once it kind of started to be reality, me and my team, we sat down and we kind of wrote pros and cons of different situations going on, and we wrote down teams and pros and cons, like which teams may be in need of a corner, which teams may be interested, which teams do I like as well, which teams will I fit, whatever they got going on. And I remember writing down Miami, and Miami stayed at the top of my list from the jump. So, um, yeah, then I just started praying about it, and it all started to visualize for me. So I'm ready. I hope it was, it's everything that I dreamed of and prayed about, and I'm sure it is. So I'm excited.
Yeah, Mike Cunha from CBS Miami.
What's up, Mike?
Could you talk about maybe the reception you've gotten from fans so far? Because it seems like on social media.
Yeah, it's been all love. I ain't gonna lie. It's been crazy. It's been love. A lot of people um, been showing crazy love, and I was a little shocked at first because when I was at Florida State, we did our thing against the Hurricanes 3 years in a row while I was at Florida State. So I'm like, man, I don't know how they gonna feel about me right now. I used to tear them up, but man, they showed love. They showed nothing but love. It's been great. Me and X went to the Heat game last night. They showed a lot of love. It's crazy. I know a lot of guys on the team already, and I know a lot of guys like on the Heat team. I know a lot of people who just live here in Miami, and Broward every day. So it's been love. Honestly, everybody been showing a lot of love. It's definitely been a warm welcome. So I appreciate that, and I hope it's a return to favor. With what I'm doing on the field, of course, and in this organization, but as well as in the community and stuff when I get the chance to do all of that good stuff.
Jalen Daniel,
Marcel
if we
Louis,
see. Go ahead.
Somebody.
Marcel Louis Jacques with ESPN. What did joining a team with like championship aspirations in LA teach you about that process and how to ingratiate yourself into a locker room and what all steps you need to take?
Yeah, every team's different, so I don't necessarily like to compare. Like, oh, this is what it was like in LA, so this is what it needs to be like here, because it'll be different. And I'm gonna embrace that change and that difference that we'll have here. you know, when I was going to LA, I was kind of a younger guy when I first got traded to LA. Now I'm like here, and I'm one of the older ones, like in the room and on the team. So it's a little bit of a difference, but I know what I can bring personally as a player and as a DB, right, on the field. I know what I bring into the locker room, just my energy, my swag, my passion, my love. You know what I'm saying? But then, yeah, there's some, some championship qualities that I know I can bring as well, just from being on a winning team. You know, basically every year I was in LA besides this past one, and getting to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, having success individually, having team success, being around Hall of Fame players, Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford. I mean, the list can go on. I don't want to leave nobody out, but all those guys, learning a lot of valuable things from them, learning how our team dynamic was, learning how, everybody had their own passion, everybody had their love, but we was all doing it as one. We was, unified. We always had each other back. It was really like a family, you know what I'm saying? Like it was good times, it was bad times, it was fights, it was love, it was all that, right? So a little bit of that aspect, and I feel like I can bring and help, fill that out and see where we're going. And like I said, I'm an older guy now. We got some young guys on the team. I hope to elevate their games in any way that I can, whether that's my preparation, how I get my body prepared, whether that's my preparation with, the game film, mentally, whatever it may be. I'm just trying to help however I can and bringing a championship here. And I know I can. I know I can do my part, and I feel like everybody else will do their part as well. But like I said earlier, I'm just a piece of the puzzle, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more that'll go into it than just me and what I'll bring.
Daniel, if we see Miami Herald, the team shared some video of you and X taking a tour of the facility.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned that you actually visited X's pro day back, I guess, 2016. Can you kind of talk about that relationship, where it stemmed from, and just what you two can bring to each other on and off the field?
Yeah, me and X met. What is it? 7-ish, 8 years ago now. One of our close mutual friends, Corey Coleman. We are pretty close, so that's how we met. We met through Corey Coleman, and I was always like around Corey and supporting Corey. So I was going to Baylor Pro Day, and obviously X was the big name corner at the time at Baylor. I knew a lot about him, knew a lot about his game. We was like trying to recruit him, trying to get him to become my agent and stuff. We was doing our little due diligence, trying to build the team right there. But yeah, I've been a fan of his game for a while. Got a lot of respect for each other. I can say somebody who's been a cool, dope friend to have. Last year when they was in LA for a week and played the Chargers, I saw him a couple times. We had dinner. Kicked it. Same, vice versa. If I'm down here, I'll hit him up if I need something. We both family men, got kids. It's like, so that was all like organic and natural. That wasn't like nothing that, the Dolphins had to make us do or nothing like that. It was cool. Like we was already talking about it anyway. He already knew I was coming in town. We was gonna go to the Heat game anyway and kick it. And then he came by and he worked out and stuff, then came by, showed me around and stuff like that. That was cool. And then we went on about our night and had fun or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Lewis of Olive, CBS Miami.
What's up, Lewis?
X is a little different than you though. Like you like to chatter. X is real quiet. How does that dynamic work? Are you gonna try to get that to rub off on him a little bit?
Man, I'm gonna let him be him. He's been successful already, so I ain't trying to change him. I ain't trying to do nothing. I'm trying to bring the best out of him, whatever that may be. And I'm sure he'll do the same. But you can call me Evil Twin, I guess, if that's what y'all want to do. He the good one, I'm the bad one. But I'm gonna keep being me. I'm gonna keep talking. If I get a little bit of that out of him and that elevate his game, cool. But if that is distracting to him, then I'm gonna let him be him. But he's been successful, so I ain't trying to do nothing but just bring the best out of him. It's crazy. Like, me and him really text each other at random times during the day since the trade happened. Like, yo, we really teammates. Because it's crazy. Like, I just randomly think about it during the day. Like, yo, this is crazy. 2 years ago, both of us were first team All-Pro together. Like, I think for the second time. I don't know. We've been in Pro Bowls together. Like, it's really crazy to think about. You never really thought, like, that we would be on the same team and be able to play at an elite level and help something special here in Miami. But yeah, I ain't got to do nothing to change him or anything like that. I'm trying to influence him in the most positive, good way I can, bring the best out of him, because I know that's what he's going to do with me, too.
David Ferronis, Sun Sentinel.
What's up, baby?
You've shown a lot of versatility in the secondary in LA, star position. How do you think that could be the advantage of defense here?
Yeah, it's very similar scheme, so that's a blessing. I might have to learn like some new terminology and how he names things and stuff like that, but I'm very familiar with the scheme, love the scheme. It's different ways to play it, right? And that just depends on how the flow of our team and exactly what he want me to do. But because I have that versatility, I can do whatever that he asks of me. If he want me and X to lock up the outside, that's what we're going to do. And then they're going to do their job everywhere else. If he want me to move around a little bit, go in a nickel, go in a dime, blitz, cover tight ends, run it, whatever it is, I'll be able to do all of it. I think everybody know that, though. Like, y'all know me. Like, y'all know how I get down. Y'all know what I do. So being able to bring that to this defense and this secondary gonna be cool for sure.
Jalen, Al Butler from UPI. I was just curious, your level of intensity at practice. Could you give us an insight into that, and how much are you looking forward to going against Tyreek and this wide receiver core that has so much speed right now?
Yeah, I love practice. So as soon as I'm on the field, regardless, like that's who I am. I got the intensity, I got the fire, the passion. Like I can't turn that down. It's like 100 at all times. So that's practice and everything. So I'm sure those guys will be ready too. Those guys gonna make me better. I really embrace being on the team with a really good elite receiver. Like I was blessed when I was in LA, obviously with Cooper Kupp, but we didn't always get to battle it out every time. But I know Tyreek, he got that mindset too. He a dog. He want to go get it. Jalen too. So I know we gonna be battling it out. We gonna be making each other better. That'll be good for me. X, the rest of the DBs, it's gonna be good for the receivers too, because we gonna get after it. So it'll be fun.
Jalen, Ethan Skolnick from 5 Reasons Sports. What kind of conversations have you had with Mike McDaniel, and what are your early impressions of Coach?
He cool. Coach cool. Coach different. He cool. He be chilling. He young, like got some energy about him. You know what I'm saying? Say what's on his mind when you want to. We can have just like real conversations. It don't feel like a player talking to my coach. It kind of feel like, oh, this is my homie a little bit, which is dope. Like, he the authority, but that's a dope dynamic to have with your coach. He keeps telling me that he gonna be the best head coach I ever had. That's a little, he nudging Sean on that a little bit, because Sean was great in LA. Hey, but it's gonna be tough, because Sean the man, but I believe him though, and I'm gonna hold him to that. It's been cool, man. He's real chill, real fun, real cool. So I'm excited, and I know all the guys speak very highly of him too.
On that note, how do you think he compares to Sean?
I don't know yet. You feel me? It's only my third day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just got here, but just from my immediate interactions with him and everything, how the flow been, it's been cool. But like I said, I'm gonna hold him to it, and I know the guys speak highly of him, so it'll be exciting. It'll be fun.
Jalen, Safedin with USA Today. Nice to see you again.
What's up, man?
You got to talk to me about his outfit. You cooed you down to the socks, or?
Come on, man. Come on, man. I got Gucci. Travis Scott. Chains on. Hugh Blow. Shout out to Hugh Blow. Gucci. Yeah, man. Me and Gucci partnered up this past year, so we do a lot of things. And anytime I got something special going on, they want to make sure that they got me fitted and stuff. So as soon as the trade happened, they hit me and my team up and was like, gotta wear Gucci. And I was like, I'm gonna wear Gucci anyway. So I got y'all. So then I went to the design district yesterday. We got fitted up, got a little fit. That was cool. And now I'm here in the flesh with my Gucci on,
Jalen, I don't know how to follow that. Hal Hammond from the Palm Beach Post.
What's up?
How you doing?
Good.
Trash talk, I know that's part of your game. How does that get you psyched up to play your best? And who of your NFL opponents has given it right back to you the best?
It's not like a psych me up thing. It's just what I do. It's fun. Like it's part of my game. Like I have fun with this. Like it is my profession. It's my job. It's very serious. I got to take it serious, but like I have to have fun with it as well. Like I love it, and so that's just a part of who I am and how I express my love for the game out there, and how I go at my opponents. Like I ain't got no friends while I'm on the field. It don't matter who you are. So that's just my way of going about my business. I ain't gonna say nobody really give it back like how I give it, but sometimes a couple guys might have something to say, if they feel like they made a good catch or had a little success, but it ain't happened often, you know what I mean? So
Jalen, what's good? Cam
What's
Wilson,
up,
NFL
Cam?
Network. Good to see you again. You enter a division that got Josh Allen in it,
Yeah.
potentially Aaron Rodgers. Where do you feel like you guys, as a defense, stack up facing those type of quarterbacks?
we'll be straight. We're gonna put the work in. It's an NFL, so it's any given Sunday. It's week by week. I think we'll be good though. Like I said, we got on paper. I'm cool with us. I come up here and sing praises all day long, but we got to put the work in. We got a lot to do and a lot to accomplish before we get to those games. You know what I'm saying? But man, they had some they played well in the division already without me. So you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come in here and just add to that. But I can't even really speak specifically about certain games or matchups yet because we not even there. We got a lot to do internally first. Like that's what it's about first is us, and then we'll worry about everybody else. But right now we ain't worried about nothing.
Jalen, Mike T. Pasquale, the Fox affiliate in Miami.
How you doing?
Good. What is it about Coach McDaniel that's intriguing to you?
He a little weird. You know what I'm saying? He a little weird. We all weird in our own way, but he a little weird. But that's cool though, and he does things his way, right? And he's himself all the time. Like it's not fake or nothing like that. So I know that's one thing all the players have said about, have talked about with me, and they like that about him. And I'm sure I will too. But like I said, I can't really even speak. I can only speak from our recent interactions. We've interacted a little bit, and he seems cool. But once I'm actually here a little bit longer, actually around him a little bit longer, I'll be able to answer that question a little bit better for you. But I think he's gonna be a great coach.
If I can follow up, when you say he's a little weird, what does that mean? The way he talks to the media? I mean,
all of that. It's different, right? It's different than what you would expect of like maybe a head coach. Like he be fresh. He gonna everything. Like he got the shoes. He loves shoes. All of that. It's like it's different. I wouldn't say weird, but I think I'm weird. Like I say weird is in terms of like different. He different.
Jalen, Marcel Louis-Jacques, ESPN. And again, last year, Tyreek Hill wanted to come to Miami, was traded to Miami. This year, you want to come to Miami and get traded to the Dolphins. Since you've been in the league, how have you seen kind of player empowerment grow and develop?
It's all about leverage, man. You just gotta know your leverage and use it. And I think that's what he did, and I know that's what I did as well. So that's it. It's just about leverage and knowing your leverage and using it and having a good team around you, and trying to control your own destiny and your own journey a little bit, because we are in a profession where things can switch so often. You never know what 1 week, the next week might be 1 year to the next year. So as much as you can try to control your destiny a little bit, I think you should. So player empowerment is a big thing for me.
Jalen, just kind of
from South Florida Sun Sentinel again. You guys are going to have heightened expectations here, and you did at the Rams. Also, I'm wondering, do you use that? Do you ignore it? Do you embrace it? Do you use it as motivation? What do you do with those heightened expectations?
I think you embrace all of it. Whether it was heightened expectations or whether they thought we weren't going to do nothing at all. I think you embrace all of it, and that's how you just store it, and then when you grinding, if you need a little extra boost to think about something sometimes, whether you proving people right or whether you proving people wrong, it's just a motivating factor. So I've dealt with it individually in my individual career. I've dealt with it with team success and the teams that I've been on. So it doesn't bother me. It's just another tool that you can use as a motivating factor if you need to or want to.
So for those who say maybe Jalen's past his prime, what do you say?
all right.
Did you hear any of that on social media or anything like that?
Did you see me play this past year?
I'm just asking about what others may say. Not me.
Yeah, you gotta cut on the film now. You gotta really watch it. You gotta really watch it. You know, you don't become this successful with, without actually doing good things on that field and having the respect from your peers and media and we're gonna see. We're gonna see what they gotta say, once we out on the field. That's what matter. We're gonna see what they gotta say.
Jalen, you accomplished so much in your career, including the ring. What's left? What more do you hope to show people? What more do you hope to show yourself in your career?
Just more. I mean, for me individually, obviously I want to be a Hall of Famer. Honestly, I think I am a Hall of Famer, but I'm trying to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, I want to be looked at in the same conversations as like the Darrelle Reeveses, the Charles Woodsons, Deion Sanders. So I'm individually, that's where I'm headed. That's my motivation and my mindset. But as a team, man, I'm at a new team, so I want to bring all of that to a new team. I want to bring it to some guys that I'm close with, some friends, like some guys who I feel like are deserving of that, success, playoff wins, Super Bowl. And I can bring that aspect a little bit. If I can help bring that, then that'll be very fulfilling. If I can help guys grow and go to the next level of their game individually and become Pro Bowlers and All Pros, that's another motivating factor for me. Help guys get paid, all of that. Like, those are all motivating factors for me. I'm all for my teammates and my players, so I'm good with all of that.
Jalen, you was talking a little bit ago about the player empowerment. I know you was at the NBA game last night.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys at all learn from the NBA and maybe using their power to get to what you want to do as a player? We've seen it with you, Tyreek, Deshaun, getting what you want. What have you learned at all from that?
It's just all about leverage. That's it. It's just what I said earlier. It's the same thing, really. It's just about leverage, man, and knowing how to use it, having a good representation behind you, having a good team behind you to go fight for you, really fight for you, and try to get what you want and desire at times. And I'm blessed that I got, greatest agent and David Mulugeta behind me. And he really fight for me, and not just me, but all his guys to try to get us what we want and desire. So that's great. And look, it don't always work out like that. Like, you can't really, and this is just in life, football, like everything, how my mindset is. You can't always really just be in love with like the end result or the destination and all that. You gotta kind of be in love with like the whole journey and the process. And being around great people and having like a real love and enjoyment and passion for something that helps you do that. So, yeah, that's how I think about it.
Heat games or Laker games?
How that Heat game was last night was fire. They showed love. It was fun. They had the jerseys ready. They had everything. I don't know, man, because I'm a fan of like players, and Bron the GOAT, so I can't even lie to y'all and say like, watching Bron, that's crazy, right? But I'm a fan of a lot of the guys on the Heat. Know a lot of them personally. Bam, Tyler, Kyle, Vic. I know all them. So it's gonna be cool being able to see them in person. So I don't know. I can't answer that yet, but it was all fun. It's just fun. It was all fun.
Being around the city of Miami, you said you've been around the city of Miami. This city's been starving for a championship, and not just the Heat or the Dolphins. It's been a while. You get that vibe when fans are asking you stuff that, hey, it's about time?
Yeah, for sure. And they hey, I am too. Like, that we should be. We should want to go get the Super Bowl. We should want to go stack up the wins, get the playoff wins, the Super Bowl. So I'm embracing all of that too. That's how it should be. Like, I love that. Honestly, I love that we got some hardcore fans that want that and want to be great. Like, I would kind of be worried if it was the opposite way, Like, if they didn't really care, that would suck. So I'm glad that it's not that way at all. Yeah.
Jalen, first practice, who takes Tyreek, who takes Jalen? Wow.
Honestly, I line up. Whoever come up there gonna get it. X the same way. X gonna line up. Whoever come up there, we gonna go at it. Like that's how we wired. We ain't worried about. We don't like that's what people do in Pee Wee football when they scared to hit. You know what I'm saying? They try to look in the line and they trying to match it up. Oh, I'm gonna go with him. Nah, I'm up first. Come on, whoever want it. Look, all right, he up first. Come on, whoever want it. That's how we gonna roll around here.
How do you and X compare to another great Dolphins tandem, Pat Surtain and Sam Madison?
Look, we trying to be the best, man. We ain't trying to really worry about comparing ourselves with anybody else. We trying to be ourselves. Like I said, we've had some success in our individual careers up until this point. We plan to have more success now together in the same secondary as a duo. Not really looking to compare at all. You know, one of the guys is our coach anyway, so we ain't gonna really say nothing. We'll probably have some debates in the meeting room, but man, we just gonna get after it, and then when it's all said and done, then we can talk about we can go over all of that, and we can go over all of what people say that my man over there was talking about. We'll keep the receipts and we'll go back over all of that. You know, when it's all said and done, after the fact. You know, that's what I've been doing my career. X been doing that his career, and somehow we stacking up all pros and Pro Bowls and interceptions and PFF rankings and all of that. So we'll talk about all of that, you know, after the fact.
Last question.
Is it gonna be nice not to have to chase the number one receiver all around the field? Because, you know, on the other side you got X, so that ain't gonna happen?
It's gonna be nice. A lot of things gonna be nice though. Not just that. A lot of things gonna be nice. We got some young, hungry pass rushers. You know what I'm saying? Christian who gonna run everywhere around the field, make ton of tackles. You know, talk. Gonna have fun. It's gonna be a lot of stuff happening. And I don't know exactly. I haven't really talked to Vic about specifics yet about how exactly things are gonna go, but what I know about me and X is both of us are dogs. So if we get into a zone, then we might get into a zone, and I might have to let X ride with his zone. And all right, you go with him then, and we go with his zone. Or I might get in the zone, and I might want that. Or we'll be like, hey, yeah, evil twin go that way, good twin go that way, and let's do our thing. Like, you never know. We'll figure that out once the time, you know, approaches. But until then, we're gonna enjoy me being here. I'm gonna enjoy my new teammates, my new coaches, the city. Find somewhere to live, all that good stuff. Y'all give me the food recommendations, all that good stuff. And then once it's time to, you know, get after it, we're going to get after it. And we're going to have some fun, too. Like, we're going to definitely have some fun, too. And we're going to love it.
Thank you guys.
God bless y'all.